Kia ora, midweek, and we are looking at some more settled weather on the cards as we head in towards tomorrow for Thursday. For this afternoon, we've still got some showers to watch out for, and some of those could still be fairly heavy and thundery across, say, the Bear Plenty as this feature just runs up through there, but also for those northern parts of the South Island, around the likes of Buller and in towards Nelson, Tasman area, just seeing those showers through the daytime. But you'll notice that for many of us as we head through the evening and on in towards the night time tonight, plenty of clear sky. There's still a few showers clipping the likes of Gisborne just to clear away, and a few around the far eastern parts of Northland. But for most of us, as we head through the night time tonight, it's a dry night. It's a clear night, and it's a little bit of a cooler one as well. These temperatures are back down to lows of around about -1 in Taupo there, back down to freezing through parts of Canterbury, Palmerston North, 1 degree Celsius here, even up in towards parts of Waikato, down to about 2 or so. So a cold, chilly start today, first thing on Thursday, but for many of us it's dry and it's clear. As we head through the daytime on Thursday, well, for most of us, we keep hold of that same story, particularly across the North Island. A bit more cloud arrives on those western-facing coasts later on, but generally dry and settled. And on the South Island, from Nelson, Marlborough, down in towards Canterbury, a fine, dry and sunny day for you. Again, with that cool start today, but generally not a bad looking Thursday. On the western coast, we'll keep more cloud, and there are some showers to watch out for. And we'll find that cloud thickens up through parts of Southland and Otago as well. But still plenty of dry weather, and for the first time in a fair while, we've no watches or severe weather warnings in place across New Zealand. As we head in towards the morning time on Thursday, we have got that cool start, especially for those inland areas. But a fine looking story for many of us. A great looking day in Auckland, generally fine, dry and sunny for you. A touch more cloud arrives from the west as we head towards the end of the day, perhaps enough to bring an odd shower towards the western coast, but most of the time it's dry and fine. That cloud thickens up around Taranaki as well, perhaps enough to bring an odd shower towards Taranaki Monga by the end of the afternoon. But I think for most of us, it's just that cloud increasing through the western side of the North Island as we head through the daytime. But you can see plenty of clear sky, fine sunny weather through the Bear Plenty, Hawke's Bay, even down in towards the Wairarapa, and for Wellington, most of the day looking fine, dry and sunny. Just a few areas of cloud to watch out for around, say, the Kapiti coast. In terms of our temperatures, it's on the cooler side, 16 degrees Celsius for Auckland. And I think we'll find similar kind of values out towards the eastern coast, or 16s and 17s for Napier and across in towards Gisborne as well. Overnight, once again, a cool night, but not quite as cold as we'll see first thing on Thursday morning. Heading across Cook Strait and down towards the South Island, again, plenty of fine, dry and settled conditions for Nelson, Marlborough and Canterbury. Looking like a fine and settled day throughout the story there. We'll keep more cloud from Buller right the way down towards Fiordland, with some showers, particularly through Fiordland, those southern parts of Westland. And we will find areas of cloud coming and going through Southland and Otago as well. Generally dry for most of those spots, and I'll shower in towards Stewart Island. But I think we are going to find drier weather on that eastern side, just a touch more cloud, especially places like Dunedin as we head through towards the end of the day, but still relatively high level cloud more than anything else. Not brilliantly warm, highs in Christchurch of 15 degrees Celsius, but with plenty of sunshine, hopefully making it feel not too shabby at all. And again, another cool night as we head through towards the early hours of the morning for Friday. Now in towards Friday, we are going to find, again, plenty of dry weather across the North Island. Areas of cloud sticking with us. And I think the better chance of picking up a few more showers, especially for that second half of the day around the western side of the island. Places like the Bear Plenty and down towards the eastern side, generally looking dry with some clearer sky. On the South Island, generally a cloudier story than we'll see on Thursday. And again, we'll all keep hold of more showers, perhaps some longer spells of rain pushing in towards the far southern parts of the island by the end of the day. But again, places like Otago and Canterbury, Marlborough, staying dry, but I think with a thicker area of cloud arriving through the daytime on Friday. You can see, though, weighting it down in the south, this next area of strengthening northwesterly winds. And as we head through in towards the weekend, another front runs up towards us, brings more heavy rainfall towards those western-facing coasts of the South Island. Ahead of that, those strengthening northwesties. By the afternoon, that runs up towards the North Island. And then this cold southwesterly wind back in towards Southland and Otago to end the day. So sadly, I think we are looking at more severe weather watches and warnings likely as we head through towards the weekend, especially for that Saturday. So do keep an eye on the forecasts, and you can find all the latest information over at metservice.com.